All right. So moving forward here, there's this new horror movie coming out that I'm very morbidly curious about. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. What we know so far. Monty, what do you know about this movie so far?
From what I understand, it's about how Christopher Robin leaves the woods, the 100-acre woods, and no longer feeds Winnie the Pooh and their friends. So I think what I read was that they like killed Eeyore, which that was going to happen anyway. And
I hope we see it. I hope we get to see that.
Yeah, and I mean, it's a pretty fucked up idea, honestly. But I mean, it's not any more fucked up than like, what was that movie? The Banana Splits.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah, it was based off of the show, the Hanna-Barbera show, Banana Splits, where instead there are, the animatronics and they start killing people. Basically, Five Nights at Freddy's.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's amazing what happens when products like this turn into the public domain, which is what happened.
Yeah,
here.
the first thing people do with it is either make porn out of it or make a horror movie out of it, and it is insane.
Or possibly both, because we haven't seen
possibly
this
both.
yet.
Yeah, Lord of the G-strings.
Oh man, yeah, that's perfect. All right, so let me get my next image up here. Yeah, you're pretty spot on with the Winnie the Pooh, the description of that. But I've got a little card I'm going to bring up here, kind of dive a tad bit deeper into it. This is from Screen Rant, and it's Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey update. It says, recently, the director of Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey revealed details about the horror film's plot. When Christopher Robin leaves Winnie the Pooh, and Piglet for college, the two were neglected and forced to fend for themselves, causing them to go back to their animal roots and become feral. God, I love that. Pooh and Piglet resorted to hunting prey and eating their victims. Prior to the events of the film, the two even ate Eeyore in order to survive. Years later, Christopher would return.
Bother.
Oh, bother. Years later, Christopher would return to his wife, with his wife, but his old friend's hatred and resentment had already spilled over into a murderous rampage targeting college girls because, why not?
Oh my God, of course.
Oh, man. And I got an image here, too, Rob, in case nobody has seen it.
Yeah, that fucking nightmare fuel right there.
I'm very curious to see how these look on screen. You know what I mean? Like, because, just seeing these still images, it almost looks like a mask. Like the mouths don't move, like you can't see any emotion or anything like that. But I don't think that's exactly how it's going to be. I mean, if as the description says, they become feral or more feral. And that's what I love about this. That means that this character is actually Winnie the Pooh, not some guy wearing a Winnie the Pooh mask going around killing people, which is freaking amazing to me, man. I think this is going to be a hit. I think this is going to knock it out of the park. It's going to end up being a cult classic, a lot of fun, and just the Winnie the Pooh movie that we need, man.
But not the one we deserve.
No, we deserve it.
We do deserve this. You know what? We do.
50 years of dealing with that cartoon bullshit. Yeah, we do deserve it.
We've suffered too long.
Right, and then they came out with the live action one with Ewan McGregor, and whatever. If that's your thing, that's your thing.
Oh yeah, where Ewan McGregor Pooh, and then he's like General Kenobi, and he fucking sees it.
So, are you excited for this adaptation?
At this point, I'm willing to give it a chance. I mean, I have been surprised before. I mean, fuck, who knows? Like, I don't know what film company's behind it. I mean, it's probably, throw a rock and you'll hit one. But
right.
I mean, like, what if it's from like Studio A24? You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. A24. Steven Spielberg brings Winnie the Pooh.
Steven Spielberg presents his first time back to horror since Jaws.
Right. Exactly. A Lucasfilms production. So do you think this is possibly could be a bomb then?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely has the possibility to be. I mean, there's been a lot of surprises at the box office lately. Everyone thought that the new Top Gun movie was going to be awful or like, milking of an idea, yada yada yada.
Yeah,
And then it ended up being good, apparently.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it.
Me neither. I have no interest in it. I will see it when it comes out to streaming.
Me neither. I worked on jets in the Marines, and I can tell you, I never want to fucking see one again.
That's funny you say that. Well, the thing is, I never watched Maverick. I don't have that nostalgia in me. And then I did a review for Top Gun a few weeks ago, which you can find on my channel right now. And dude, like, I had no care. Like, I couldn't figure out what the fuck the movie was about. But anyway, this is not a Maverick movie. But I get your point, man. Yeah, it could surprise everybody.
I used to play the soundtrack to that movie every time they made us work a Saturday. Just take my breath away and fucking Danger Zone all day, 12 hours on repeat.
Dude, all you have to do is play the movie. It's the same thing.
Take my breath away. Monty, turn the music off. Not until we get a weekend.
When it comes to the Danger Zone, man, like why they need to play that song 3 times in the first 30 minutes, I can't figure out.
Because the movie was directed by Kenny Loggins.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, that you know what, that makes sense. He's uncredited. Yeah, I got you.
Yep.
But yeah, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. I think one thing that this movie could possibly do is that it's so off the wall, so out of this world, just unexpected. And the story doesn't even have to be good. The kills have to be good. And if the story is good, that's a bonus. And this can turn into a franchise.
Honestly, worst case, it's fun. Best case, it's actually scary and fun.
Right. God, what if it is scary? What if it's like the scariest movie?
I don't know what I would do with myself. It's like, what if I leave the movie theater and I'm like, fuck, that was good.
I mean, well, imagine this. Like, here's the question that I want to know. When it comes to Winnie the Pooh, like, he lives in Christopher Robin's imagination, right? That's kind of the
that's what I always thought.
Right. So there has to be some sort of something that happens that brings him into this real world. So there might be some supernatural elements that come into play here, like almost like a Nightmare on Elm Street meets Terrifier, situation. I would absolutely love that, man. Every time I talk about this movie, see anything about it, I have a smile on my face, and I am really looking forward to it.
See, that's good then. Right, I'm willing to give it a chance. You have convinced me.
Now, you're welcome, sir.
It is contagious.
And the best part that really adds fuel to that fire is the fact that there is not a release date for this movie yet, but the director who is putting this out, he's actually working on 4 other properties at the moment. But this movie is being streamlined, like they're pushing it out that we might get a 2022 release date for this, or an early 2023. That's his main focus right now, is to get this movie out because it has so much hype behind it.
The world deserves to see it.
The world deserves to see it. Yes, we're sitting on a gold mine. Y'all called me crazy. All right. and oh man, you know what? There's another one. I don't have a card for it, but there's another movie. Pinocchio.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
The Disney one, right?
Yes.
Well, there's also one coming out on Netflix from Guillermo del Toro.
Yes.
And that one looks really good. I meant to bring up images for that, and I fucking forgot.
Hopefully, it's better than the weird German one that has Pauly Shore as the voice right now.
Oh my god,
dude, it's beautiful. Come on, pedo. What do I go outside?
I'm a real boy. I
am a real boy. They have they have like guns and shit in there. It's weird.
I haven't seen. I've seen clips, but I haven't seen the movie.
Pinocchio in the chest. The first thing he does, he's like, it's a talking doll, and he fucking shoots him in the chest. It's the first thing that they do. It's wild.
Is it one of those? It's so bad, it's good movies.
It's like a fever dream. Like, I'm not even sure it was real.
Oh man, the possibilities of Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey are endless. Except
I hope it's good.
They're intentionally doing this, unlike the Pinocchio movie that you're talking about. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but
yeah, I think they really tried. That's what makes it even worse.
All right. So we got that one now. All right.
Bye.